Fridays?
This is no, you cannot curse on this one. This is a.
This will be Thursday.
This is a.
It'll be the radio ACT. So
Oh, sweet.
It's the second. It's the second
Can't curse.
segment of Thursday.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
And if you do curse, we'll cut it out. It's fine.
Now, I actually I came up through Sat Comedy Lab and Nickelodeon, so I'm very family friendly if I have to switch that on. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I do it pretty well. God damn it! So I'm doing it now. I'm not doing it now.
That phrase, the GD, my mother would pinch you within an inch of your life.
My mom would pinch me.
And I've done it before to my boyfriend. He's like, "What the fuck?"
I think it's a direct result of
It's
having
like PTSD.
My mom hated me using goddamn. That
Yes.
now that she's gone, I'm like, well, I'm using
Overuse
it every
it,
day
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Like I flinch instinctively when somebody says it.
Yeah, I need to not do it. But all right, T, I think we're good. Can you hear okay?
Absolutely.
All right, awesome.
I forget that you guys do the whole like camera thing too, and I'm like totally corporate today. I had like a
No,
meeting
you look
before
good.
This.
It looks really good.
You're right, but
You kind of look like you kind of have like a.
the librarian,
You got a little Harley Quinn is going to Publix to pick up a few things,
and I was.
doesn't necessarily want people to know that she's blowing up a bank later.
That's
you know?
right. I'm badass undercover.
All right, Mr. Van, why don't you start us?
Yeah.
Or is this a coming back? Is it
It's a
coming
coming back, yeah.
All right, here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome back to A Corporate Time. On the couch with us today, she's got a burlesque show, but it's a little bit different than normal burlesque.
Well, it's a showcase.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. It's got open mic style, which is cool.
Well, I mean, like, I think any, she's here. She's going to talk about it. Lady Jaimz is here. Or James, can I just call you James?
You can call me James, Lady James.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, and you're from, you're a burlesque troupe tell us what you're doing, because I don't want to get it wrong, and
No,
I'm
you're fine.
this close to doing it.
So I transitioned from having a regular troupe, which was a cast of people that would meet and do a show on a regular basis, to a production group. So gone is the regular troupe, gone are the regular rehearsals and the regular shows with the same people. I don't have to herd cats anymore, basically, is what it came down to.
Sure.
10 years of doing that was a lot. And when we started, there wasn't a place for kind of the misfits, and that's kind of what Corsets and Cuties became, was kind of the class clowns of burlesque. We just had a good time with ourselves, and, we weren't, like, strict about anything as far as...
So you and your burlesque troupe at the time,
Yeah.
Corsets and Cuties.
Yeah.
I'm glad, because that is what I was going to say,
Yeah.
but then I second-guessed it, and I'm like, oh,
No,
my God,
that's
is she
it, yeah.
connected to a different... But so you did that for how...
10 years.
It's a long time.
It is a long time, especially in the world of burlesque and Central Florida, which is so transient. Everything turns over 2 or 3 years into something.
Yeah.
So when we started it, there wasn't a place for those people, or the underrepresented. And, being theme park employees, you either fit the princess or the mother. There's no in between, or there's the fairy godmother kind of a look.
Yeah.
So
I like it when the princess and the mother team up.
I do too.
If you know.
I like that too.
That's a whole different thing.
And then
I like
the
that
mother
too.
shows
I like
the
godmother,
princess.
Yeah.
How to,
Let
the
me
boyfriend.
teach your boyfriend how to do this.
Yeah.
That-
That's my full fantasy. When I see
But
those,
I want the fairy godmother from like Disney, the one in the blue.
I have done as well.
the blue,
yeah.
because I want her, because what's under the cloak?
I mean,
You don't really know.
She's full on commando under there.
Yeah,
At least
yeah,
I
could
was
be,
when
could
I
be.
did it. I was. I had to do it for a wedding. Strangely enough, it was fun.
You did the fairy godmother burlesque at a wedding?
Not burlesque,
Okay.
just the fairy godmother, because it was a Disney themed wedding, and they hired me. It was a whole thing. It was
But then,
fun.
hold on. So
Oh, I forgot. Outside of burlesque, you've
I
just
do a
been
lot
a
of stuff.
actress.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot.
hold on for this wedding, and we'll go back to the show. And
That's
again,
fine.
We're gonna have so many questions. We're gonna go all over the place.
I
So
love
let's-
it. I love it.
Let's
Okay.
do the good stuff first, and then we can do the bad stuff.
So where is the show on Sunday? And then when I want to ask you about the fairy
Sure.
godmother.
The show Sunday is at the Dust, and this is our first showcase. We're going to do a monthly showcase where we are inviting all kinds of burlesque. So it can be established performers who want to work on new routines or do a number they haven't gotten to do again. It can be up and comers. It can be guest artists. I already have interest from people coming into town from other places. And it's the last Sunday of every month. The Dust, which is underground at Lake Eola, right there next to World of Beer. Todd Ulmer is amazing. We've performed there quite a bit, and Peekaboo has been there for many years with Blue Star, my mentor.
Yeah, love Blue Star.
Yeah,
Shout out.
absolutely. And a lot of those people have performed with me, and vice versa. So we're giving a space to a stage to people who need the space to perform. And that's what I started Cuties as. And as burlesque has come up in Central Florida, there has been a huge growth.
It's big now, right?
It's like 23, 24 groups here in Orlando alone, which is crazy.
Can you believe that? That's one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on to talk about it, because
Yeah.
I did not. I was like 20 to. I mean, and if you Google it, you will see multitudes
So
of
many.
groups.
And there's different kinds of groups, which is great. That's why I wanted to create a space too where we can all come play with each other. You know, it's not
Yeah.
a lot of times that we get a chance, unless you're guest starring, or some girls are in various different groups at the same time. So we can all play together and kind of learn from each other and
I wouldn't do
support
that.
each other.
If I was a group, I'd lock you down. I'd be like, "You're part of my group. You can't go to be
James,
doing the other
It's
group."
really hard to be exclusive.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question that may seem disrespectful.
I've been asked every question.
This is his specialty.
Okay.
His specialty is asking women disrespectful questions.
It may seem disrespectful to the art. It may seem like I'm
Maybe you're just uneducated.
ignorant.
Let me help you.
Yeah. Is this where you scream,
Oh.
"What is it?" and you chop
No,
your
no, no,
crotch
no.
like D-Generation X
Every-
WWE?
And just to let the audience know, and they may already know, but every question I ask comes from a place of ignorance.
That's fine. There's a
It's
lot
all
of people.
ignorance.
Always keep in mind the intent of his questions is to appear
yeah.
stupid.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of people learning.
And
You
it-
can learn.
And then, but the ignorant question sometimes comes off as an insult. Like
What the hell do you do?
Okay, now
Like
you're
I'm-
setting it up. Go ahead.
Now he's
like it's
quantifying
almost
it.
like I'm pre-planning the question, like as an insult, and but
No,
coming
no,
out, coming from a place of ignorance, but that's all planned.
Well,
as
I
an
would
insult.
ask you this: Does your is your question something that you think maybe you can answer? Does your question need to be asked? If you don't ask your question, will it drive you crazy?
No.
Now remember, I've been doing this for 2 years with the monsters, so I have answered a lot
That's
of
true.
questions.
Yeah.
So
They hold
True.
back.
Okay,
I've
yeah.
been there before. I used to push I used to push them. They got
I
became
remember.
vanilla after I left.
They called him that afterwards. He's like, "Oh, these guys
who's there?
aren't pushed anymore now. The drunkie's gone."
Oh, drunk.
That's what they said. That's what they said.
I was there to
Yeah, they're like,
were
"What
there.
happened to
ruffle
that?
the feathers."
What happened to that straight shooter from the hip guy?"
Yeah,
That guy who
I didn't
spun
care. I had
signs.
nothing to lose. In fact, I wanted to burn it down when I was there because I was so curmudgeon.
All right.
Anyway.
What's the question?
Yeah.
All right. The question is,
Yeah.
The password is.
Oh, gracious.
is the reason burlesque is so popular and there's so many different troops and in Orlando because you can get away with kind of like, all right, so it gets more deeper in this. So you know how on Halloween
Yes.
there's a lot of women that will dress scantily clad.
It's an excuse to be a slutty mouse. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
And then I feel like maybe burlesque is in that same Venn diagram.
So you're saying
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
slut excuse?
Yeah,
No, I can
or the
understand.
stripping of like, you know, it's like burlesque. I've always wanted to like kind of strip in a way or dance.
But the
and-
moniker of stripper is not as nice as burlesque.
Yes.
I got what you're saying. Okay, so there is a component of people being allowed to be a different personality, a different part of themselves,
Okay.
and a freedom to do that.
God, I hate to say this, but it's actually not a bad question.
No, it actually
it was,
is.
it
It's
was
very
just
smart.
said terribly. It was
his
literally-
mind. What
it
special
was
is that?
literally like having a Wonka golden ticket delivered in a bucket of diarrhea. But here we are. We got it. It's not a bad question.
I
It's-
understand where you're coming from, and there is some validity to that because
All right.
there is.
Let me put the camera on him. There we go.
I love validity.
Good job.
All right,
We
good
validate.
job.
Because there is a place where people have a little bit of fear to express that side of themselves, and burlesque definitely allows you to either create a whole new persona or express something that you don't get to do in your daily life. That's why a lot of theme park employees are actually burlesque performers, because they have to stay within that corporate box. And burlesque lets them explore other avenues of, you know, coming out and being a little more sexy or a different side of their persona they don't want to do in their regular life, or it's not, if they feel like it's not allowed in their regular life. And that's an avenue that burlesque gives you. Absolutely.
So with this show on Sunday, any performer.
Sounds like you're thinking of, dusting off your wife's
You wanna
pasties
come
and
down?
heading
I
on
mean-
down.
I want to watch.
I want to watch. Did you hear when he said that? It was very
Absolutely.
scary. You know, the last time I heard somebody say something like that, they said it like this: "I'm gonna get Greenland." He said it the same way. He said it the same way. I
got a
want to watch.
What's there for the taking?
Fistful of dollar bills.
Yeah.
Do it.
They got
Do
no way to
There it
defend
is.
themselves.
it. Do it. Do it.
Anyway, so if I want to just go by and then like let's say I'm a very like I'm a lady, or a man. I guess I could be
A
anything.
performer.
A performer.
Yeah, it could be. It's open at all.
Actually,
all genders.
On Sunday
and-
we
yeah.
have male, female, singers, dancers, whatever.
And then I want to perform on stage.
Yes.
Is
You
there
gotta
a
put a
vet-
pasty on the tip of it.
is there any vetting process? Do I have to know what I'm doing?
Actually, I do ask people to come to me first if they're interested. It's not like you just show up and perform. It is
Yeah.
a curated show.
You got to dip
So-
the head of it in paint, and you're good to go after that. There
So
you
if
go.
anyone's interested, they contact me on our Instagram or our Facebook, whichever, and then I will build a show. So like Sunday's show has a variety. I want to make sure that there's a variety each time.
Okay.
And other, different facets are represented. So we don't just have the same note the whole show. We want to have something for everybody in the audience. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
Right. Oh, God.
and
There's
how-
another guy. You show up, and they're like, another tribute to America. This guy. It's Tom standing there. He's got his cowboy hat, two sparklers.
You
He's
see how-
sad.
Oh, please, Sam Eagle all the way. Do it.
You can see
You're
how
doing sexy Sam Eagle. I would pay $10,000. I don't have
Our
to do
July
that.
show. Let's do it.
Would you do Sam Eagle?
I will paint an American flag with an eagle flying past it with my wiener.
There is a space for that. Absolutely.
So what? How far can I go? I mean,
Well, okay, so there are blue laws in Orlando,
Yeah.
which means you have to have at least pasties and a G-string. In Lakeland, you can't even do that. So the performers in Lakeland come
screw
here.
you, Judd. Grady Judd.
Yeah.
Really? Is that all his doing?
The performers in Lakeland come to our show to perform so they can do a little bit
I want to
more.
start a rumor.
Hold
Grady
on.
Judd does not eat it. I'm going to start that rumor. There's
That's a
no way.
t-shirt.
There's no way that guy eats it because there's no way he has any fun. The outlawed pasties and G-string.
It has to be full bikini and full bottom coverage
Grady,
in
you
Lakeland.
don't know what you're doing, you dumb
But
old
in
man.
Orlando,
Even with art, even under the guides of art.
well, if you're on stage reciting Shakespeare, I mean, I don't mind if I see some front and back crack.
I went to that. I went to that.
Dana
I
went
am
to it.
so old.
No, I
that
remember.
went
That's exactly
to-
what I'm quoting.
I went to Club Wana.
Yes.
And I sat there front row by the stage while a beautiful drug addict woman
To be or
wore
not to be,
a
here's my
beautiful-
nipples. Yeah.
A beautiful meth or maybe cocaine addicted woman wore a plastic witch hat and stirred a plastic cauldron
Toil and
and
trouble,
pretended to be
yeah.
a witch in Shakespeare.
Macbeth, yeah.
in Macbeth.
Yeah.
And totally nude, right?
Totally nude.
Yeah, because it was like you could get away with it
Right.
if it was art.
Well, like the Orlando Fringe, there's shows every year that has full
Yeah, yeah.
nudity.
You
Yeah.
So
wanna
why
hear something
can't you
kind of
do it?
funny? You want to hear something kind of funny about that I've never
Why can't
told?
we do it?
You know, I've never told this story before.
Please
I
tell.
got yelled at by our program director at the time. That wasn't Catherine. It was Carol Deadman.
Okay.
God, my brain's working. Carol Deadman yelled at me because I doxed all of the other newscasters and reporters that were there enjoying the show.
Oh, you
Because they
told
just
on
had
them?
footage. And then I was like, old Warmouth was there. He was there. I was like, this guy was there. This guy was there. I was just saying it on the air. And they were like, don't do that. What are you doing? And
I love that.
I got into some trouble for doing that. But I enjoyed it because I'm like, well, they were there. It's not like I'm telling a lie.
I'll say anybody's name.
Well, we'll take anybody in our audience. How about that?
Okay. All
Do you
right.
get any newbies that reach out to you, or is that like
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of a tall ask? Because I would imagine just on the rip, it is super scary to decide I want to do beginning burlesque.
Well, it's a step above even open mic stand-up comedy, where
Correct.
now you're performing and because there has to be some element of scantily clad with burlesque, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, the good thing about Orlando is that we have a couple different avenues that people can come up through. I have an amateur show every year, so I do get a lot of people reach out and perform in that. We have the Miss Monster show, so we have burlesque performers that come through there. And then there's
They're
also
still doing that? I'm joking.
second year in a row.
I think it's their pivot. I think this is their pivot.
Second year in a row. And then
Second year? I did it 20 years ago.
No, this is different.
Different.
No pudding.
Oh,
and
no
there's
pudding.
I know.
No,
what
that-
about the ping pong
this
ball?
is
No.
Miss Monster burlesque.
No.
Not Miss
They don't
Monster.
do no ping pong balls?
But-
See, they lost their edge.
But here's what people don't know. You and we're going to do the real old school. We're bringing it back, y'all.
We'll do the ping
Yeah,
pong.
we're
but
the ping pong
We'll
guys.
do extreme,
Yeah,
whether you
yeah.
shoot it out.
Yeah.
I was a fatty at the fair, so I am old school.
Oh,
Did you know
yeah.
that? I think last time you heard you said that as you were leaving, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Old school. But we also have the Burlesque Conservatory here in town, which is a fantastic conglomerate of a couple different burlesque groups that teach classes. And so there are people who come up through those classes, but they don't have a space to perform after they graduate.
Yeah.
Because you can't go from graduating and learning your stuff right into a troupe. You kind of have to, mold yourself and build your personality and build your skills and the business of show business. There's a lot that you have to do through experience. So that's the whole idea behind this showcase, is to give people that chance to work together and kind of figure out how it works and what's going to work best for you. It's not always going to be the same thing for each person.
What is the number one misconception you think people may have about what you do and burlesque?
That you make money.
Oh, right. So it's true art.
It is definitely an expensive hobby.
I would have wrote that down.
It's an expensive hobby. It absolutely is. Listen, I pay my people from my ticket sales, and when you see advanced ticket sales low at the beginning of promotion, you're really nervous that you're not going to be able to pay your people. They'll make their tips and everything, but you know how much an expense is for the costumes alone.
I do.
You need to perform that number a few times before you make back the money you put into that.
I have a greater understanding of costuming now than I ever have when my daughter's doing a dance.
Exactly.
And she got for the series of the last 3 years, she's been wanting to work with this one lady that makes these costumes. But you have to be like one of the more serious dancers to do that, right? And so she got in to do it, and then the lady's like, "Oh yeah, we'll do it." And I'm like, "Oh, this is such a great
thing." And each
thing.
number is a
Oh,
different
baby,
costume.
I'm so happy for you. But the number they gave me for the amount that could be on the costume is I almost said the R word the R word you shouldn't say anymore. It's because I'm an old man, and that's what you revert back there when you're shocked by things. But I was shocked. It's like $2,000.
Those Swarovski crystals are pricey, man. I tell you.
And they're all done by hand. Like
But
all of that stuff
exactly.
is by. So like that costume is sewn by hand, cut by hand. Everything by hand, and then once it's done and fitted, they take it, you send it away, and then that lady by hand puts every little crystal on the front, every little crystal on the back, every little crystal on the train, every little crystal on the tail, the headpiece.
Within our community, we make a lot of our own costumes, or we work together with each other, and some girls will make pasties that we buy, and some girls do really good reveal, rip away kind of stuff. All that is very expensive, in addition to your hair, your makeup, traveling to and from all these different venues, taking time off from your regular job, or even just getting people to come and see you in the audience. All that stuff, your social media, that's all investment to a 3 to 5 minute number that you're hoping will cover the cost of, maybe you getting there that night and a cocktail afterwards.
Because you were like working for tips at that time, right?
Well, like I said, this show, the performers will get a cut of the ticket sales. So I want to pack that room, and that room only holds 60 people. It's a nice, intimate space.
Sure.
The dark room inside the dust. And like I said, Todd's been wonderful giving us the space to do it so that money can go back to the performers. So please buy advance tickets.
There you go.
So as a spectator, let's say you go there, and you mentioned tips.
Yes.
I've never been to a true burlesque show.
Come down Sunday.
You never went to the Parliament House when they did theirs?
No.
Well, Parliament would be more drag.
More drag show.
Yeah,
you're right.
so
Yeah,
it's a
not,
little different.
You're right. It's not burlesque. It's
a little different.
It is different.
But each one has its own elements.
But I have been to a place that is kind of similar, where I sat by the stage and I had dollars.
You tip
Fair. I too have been to these places.
Which is burlesque adjacent, I say, is some form of
burlesque adjacent, I say. I like you're really British.
A lot of people will lump that. A lot of people
yeah.
will lump that in the same category as sex work, because you are doing something sexy and you are working.
Okay, so now if I'm there this Sunday,
yes,
should spectators bring dollars? Is it considered disrespectful? Because I feel like
these are, you know what? Again, I hate saying this, but that's
They're
actually a really good question. Because as a nervous person going there, because I'm sure this is new, this is weird.
Sure,
it's not weird in a bad way. It's weird in I've never done this before, and I don't want to make an ass of myself. I want to do it right.
Because I don't want to be holding out $1 and be like, pick this up with your butt cheeks.
No, sir, we don't do the butt cheek thing here.
Some people do.
You gotta feel out the room.
Now you can sit up front and you can be a little bit more involved. You can sit towards the back and just kind of be, a little removed.
He's front of the stage, Tommy.
But with these,
but have big dark glasses, old people cataract glasses.
Remember the drawing of the Unabomber? How it was like a hoodie and
hood
those dark
around,
glasses. That's what he looks like at
Yeah.
any type of sexy event. He's always got a gray hoodie over his head, big dark sunglasses.
as long as you're holding up a 20, we're fine.
And then some D-head BDM always comes up and you're like, we know it's you, Tom. You're wearing your
sweatpants and no underwear.
Now listen, we always have somebody at the front when we check people into the show to exchange your cash for tip money if you want to have singles and fives.
Oh, I like that.
We also do digital, so that's fine too.
God, they don't even do that at Kennedy Space Center. My daughter was bitching about my daughter's at Kennedy Space Center today.
Yeah.
She's like, Daddy, Kennedy Space Center, there's cashless.
Yeah.
That means they're woke. No, she didn't say that. I'm joking.
We
I'm
do
joking.
love the element
did.
of being interactive and you being able to tip the performers. Sometimes they'll go through the audience during their number and take the dollars from you. Sometimes at the end of the number, they'll walk around with a bucket for you, or bucket, everybody calls them Phil the bucket.
Okay.
So there's an interactive element to it, or if you just want to do that digital tip, that's fine too. So we kind of make sure that everybody's comfortable in whichever level of involvement they want to be.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to get the word out.
Please.
That, they're like, hey, because some,
it would help.
the concrete
tips. Your
mics.
question helps tips, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Because especially this is okay. Hold on. I'm talking.
Are you
to
having
all,
a moment?
Yeah. I'm talking to all the dads.
He's taking his sweatpants off. My God.
I like taking my underwear off in my truck in the parking lot.
I like doing it after the show when
First
we
thing,
leave here.
oh my gosh, yes.
If you're out there after we're done with this, you'll witness it, both of us, and we look at each other and we thumbs up. We both slide our underwear down and drive home.
Well, that gets you through the day.
Because there's a
We
lot
have
of
to do.
dads out there that are like, you know what? I like seeing someone dance out there scantily clad.
It is a great date night, honestly.
And then, but I've gotten to the age where I'm too embarrassed to go to your local gentleman's club because
There aren't really any, man.
there's so I live by one.
Oh, that's right. There's one in your backyard.
You can get a steak.
I forgot
Next to
about that.
the
It's next to
RV.
your Walmart. Yeah, it's next to the
Yeah,
Walmart.
right across the street,
Yeah.
sweethearts. Where it's like, we know what you're doing, sweethearts. You're selling to
Oh,
them.
you're right next to that.
Anyway.
You have a pack of Nazis that live on
It's
your
just-
street, right?
Oh.
I can't let my neighbors see my truck parked there because it's like right by 4th.
Yeah, they see it. So on his street,
And my
it
wife-
it goes copper tone lady, man with a custom hearse, pack of Nazis, MMA, and then
So,
I think I know where you live because I used to live in that area too.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows.
Castleberry Santa Claus does come around, but on your
Right.
street, he's too scared. He drives.
Oh, do you live near the Krampus house at Christmas time? Because my brother's in that neighborhood.
Oh, which is the Krampus house?
There's a house that does the whole Krampus decoration instead of Santa.
I've
and
heard of it.
everything.
I've never seen it.
No.
It's so great.
I drive past the Star Wars Christmas, which, by the way, your ass is still up. It's trashy. I drive by it every day. I'm like, get your ass out of the yard.
And Star Wars Life Day lasts a long time.
Yeah,
so-
Yeah, that's true. Christmas
Anyway.
on indoors very long.
So this is an opportunity to get that same experience you would get at a
In a
gentleman's
space
club.
you can bring your wife to.
and
In a
it's,
classier experience.
Yeah,
It's a classier experience.
and
for
it's
sure, yeah.
under like, hey, I'm supporting local artists.
Absolutely.
You know,
are.
yeah.
You, you legitimately are.
Which you
Yeah.
can't say that when you go to the gentleman's club because they're like, no.
well, that you're just supporting the teens with drug problems. You know,
Single moms.
You're supporting unfortunate teens.
No, with this, okay, so you're going to see something different in every act. We have 5 different performers plus me, and you have Dream a Little, who was the Miss Monster winner this year.
Oh, she's beautiful.
She's
All
very
right.
classic burlesque.
Yeah.
You're going to see a Miss Daddy, who has competed in Miss Monster for the past 2 years, and she's in like every burlesque group in town. Amazing. Teddy, who is just rainbows and joy. He's going to bring his Teddy Mercury number this Sunday.
Teddy Mercury.
Yes.
I like that.
And Babs Devine is coming out of retirement. She actually moved away and now she's back and she's taking the stage Sunday for the first time in a long time.
Cool.
And then Libra Moon, who also competed in Miss Monster a couple years ago, who was one of our amateur winners, and she's so great we kept her on.
There you go.
So then you'll see me, and I'm going to do something fun at the end of the number or end of the show.
What would yours be, Tom? If you did a
What's
number?
your burlesque name, Tom? What would you be?
Twain 305.
I
so
like
it's
that.
also my AOL screen name.
Yeah.
And my first email.
So you know he did a lot of damage with it on the old ICQ chat.
So Twain comes out and
You're
I'm
dressed like Mark Twain.
Oh,
You have,
please.
you have
But
Samuel
Miami-
Clements. You have a white Samuel Clements wig. You have a white mustache that's stuck on
Yeah.
you. You come out and you go, I declare,
Yeah.
you're about to see the frog jumping.
No,
I
but-
get that, yeah.
Listen, there is something for everybody.
it?
in
Yeah,
town.
No,
What
but it's
was
like
that
Mark
tale?
Twain grew up in Miami. You see, that's the 305. You see, it's like a Mark Twain,
But Pitbull
old school.
style.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
like a
So you're
Pitbull
Mark Anthony
Twain.
Twain.
yeah. Where like I have that Miami Thugster look about me,
Yeah.
but then there's the old school Mark Twain.
Like,
you know,
so the
And you strip down the
lowrider-
boxers and like suspender socks.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's called the South Beach Jumping Contest of Calaveras County or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, my
I forget the name of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
partic-
A little bit Thugster, a little bit old Riverboat.
Okay.
I'm an old Riverboat Thugster.
That's the name of the show, Old Riverboat Thugster.
And then I'll get out. I mean, I'm
You know what's
thrusting.
interesting about that concept of the Old Riverboat Thugster is that the idea of the Old Riverboat Captain and the Thugster are two such extreme polar opposites.
You
They
would
would
not-
hate
yeah.
each other. The Riverboat Captain would
Yeah.
hate the Thugster and vice versa.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you would not believe the mashups that come out of burlesque. There has been everything you can think of and more under the sun.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not just one thing anymore. It's so many different
And
levels.
anything's on the table, right?
Absolutely, because there's traditional burlesque, there's neo burlesque, there's new like modern like protest burlesque.
Is there
all
Riverboat
sorts.
Thugster?
Yeah, there is.
There is now.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
that rule, if you can think it, it actually exists. That's
All right.
it happens right
You know,
there.
one of the ones that surprised me that there's a lot of it, and you can just like Google it, is Juggalo burlesque.
Oh gracious!
But
yeah.
there's a ton. It's
There is a
like
lot.
more
Really?
than there should be, right? Like, because burlesque is very popular.
Yes.
And why do you think that is? Why do you think it's kind of getting a
Because
swell
underground?
right now?
It celebrates fandoms too, so people's passions will come out in their burlesque. So obviously, there's a huge Juggalo following. There's a lot of circus acts that are involved in burlesque too. There's a lot of crossover.
Is there
So-
cosplay? A lot of cosplay?
lot of
Okay,
cosplay.
so
There's-
that's in the
yeah.
same world.
See, now that's
Absolutely.
how you get me.
There's a few
Honestly,
burlesque groups in town that are based just on cosplay. There's the Bombshells. Yeah, absolutely.
I think
Okay.
we've had them in.
Possibly.
Whichever is the one that did the SpongeBob SquarePants.
Peekaboo did that.
Okay.
Yeah, they did a night of that.
We
so,
had them in to talk about their sexy SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, there's
Alright.
one that does Shrek.
Yes, I remember that.
I mean, there's one that does the superheroes. There's, if you think it's done.
All
Trust
right.
me.
So again,
Love
plug where this is going to be at, where people can get involved, how they email you, all
Mm-hmm. Sure.
that stuff.
There you go.
So it's the monthly burlesque showcase. It's the last Sunday of every month. This month it's going to be this Sunday, January 25th. Doors at 7, show at 8. It's at the Dust. Underground at Lake Eola.
That's cool.
It's a really great space, and it's nice and intimate, but it's a good date night. It's a girls' night out. It's a guys' night out. You know, my mom and dad come. The Orlando Sentinel actually said our burlesque show is the one that you can bring your parents to, which I love because we make it
Well,
comfortable for everybody.
Yeah, you're doing it correctly.
It depends on your parents, I'm sure,
Sure.
but it's just something that's comfortable for everyone. We're not going to make fun of you. You're going to be comfortable enjoying the show with us.
And just remember, every dad out there is horny. He just hides it sometimes.
yeah, so be kind to the dad.
There's going to be something
know,
for
he wants to
everyone.
There's
see it.
some
yeah?
dad sitting there and he doesn't look like he's having a good time. Trust me, he's having a great time.
Let me tell you, our sponsor is Premier Couple Superstore. They come to our shows, and Pop, who runs Premier,
Sure.
he's 73 years old. He comes to every show with his wife. His daughter and her husband come now too. Literally something for everyone.
All right.
And you can get tickets online at eventbrite.com. If you come the night of the show and you pay at the door, say the word cutie, and you get $5 off.
There you
All right,
go.
cool,
Save
awesome.
a little money.
Well, Jaimz, thank you so much.
Thank
for
you
coming by.
guys
Yeah,
so
you're
much. I
welcome.
appreciate the support of this art form. And
Always.
you know, it's just something that I found a passion for. Like you said, your daughter found it so early in life.
Well,
I didn't find burlesque till I was in my 30s.
that's what I was saying. It's such a rarity to find the thing that you truly like when you're young, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And talking to other parents, I realize how truly lucky Maisie is in finding something that she truly enjoys. Because most of my friends, you know, kids don't have that. You know,
Yeah.
and you said it yourself. You nailed it. You're like, I didn't find this until like, you know.
And there's
into
kids
my
coming
30s.
up in their early 20s already finding burlesque. I'm like, God, where are you going to be in 10 years? It's so cool to see them being able to grow at such a young, early age. I don't know where they're going to be when they're my age, you know?
Robot burlesque. Everything online.
It already
Everything
exists.
fake.
Listen, my boyfriend builds robot costumes. It can happen.
Oh,
I need a
like to see
robot
that.
costume.
All right.
Yep, he does.
Big ol', you know what I mean.
I'll have to show you some of my Dragon Con pictures.
Okay.
So, Pistons.
Yeah, man. Big Pistons.
All right. We will see you tomorrow.
Awesome, great.